I'm Dick Niffing.
And I'm Diane Anderson with your overnight KRQE.com webcast. First, here's Jason Laney with the weather.
And we're talking more rain for the future around here. The stage is now set. We watched a cold front move through the northeastern part of the state earlier today on Tuesday. That brought with it a good deal of heavy rain as well as more moisture, and that moisture filtered into the Albuquerque metro overnight. A bit of a canyon wind event, but of more importance than the canyon wind is the moisture that's being displaced behind this system, and it's that moist air through the day Wednesday that will translate into another day of scattered showers and thunderstorms, generally statewide.
An Albuquerque father and son faced child abuse charges, drug charges, and other counts after a day of partying turned deadly. Police say 42-year-old Paul Sadosuk and his 18-year-old son Isaac were drinking with an unnamed 16-year-old at a motel on Iliff Monday when the younger teen turned green and began struggling to breathe. They didn't call 911 right away, and the boy later died. Police think that Sadosuk gave both boys some of his prescription fentanyl painkiller patches and that the 16-year-old may have swallowed them.
Funeral services were held Tuesday for a national hero from New Mexico. John Brown Jr. was part of the original 29 Navajo Code Talkers, an elite group of Marines recruited in World War II. Working in the Pacific, they used their native language to set up a code that the Japanese never could break. Brown fought in 4 major Pacific battles. More than a half-century later, in 2001, President George W. Bush awarded him the Congressional Gold Medal. John Brown Jr. died last week at his home in Crystal, New Mexico. He was 88 years old. Join Mike Powers, Deanna Saucett, and Mike Hernandez for all your overnight news developments.
That begins at 5 on KRQE News 13 this morning.